Good morning. I'm a bit swollen this morning. Jeez. Let me just start doing lymphatic massages while I talk. It's already February. January always feels like a hangover. February, however, is one of my favorite months. It's completely underrated. Kind of like the middle child because there's just so many good months before and after, but the middle child has a lot to prove and is actually extremely quirky. I personally love it because I've only gotten positive feedback loops whenever I experience this month. People see odd number of days where I see 4 total perfect weeks. It's also Aquarius season, and I love Aquariuses, including Michael. There's just no true expectations that come from February, so allow it to prove itself to you. Feel galvanized by it. I don't think you can tell on camera. That's how good the color matches. Since work is picking up again, I've been coming home feeling like a saturated sponge just from all the information and the decision making, and I just don't want to continue to process information. And one would think that scrolling actually helps with that, decompress, get your mind off of things, but you're passively ingesting data and information. So that's why you feel kind of exhausted after scrolling, because your brain is kind of forced to consume all this content at once without actually actively engaging with it. Wow. That's a pretty coherent thought. With that being said, I posted a short form video of my hobby index, and many people were kind of gobsmacked at how these hobbies were planned out during the week. Let me tell you something. If I do not have any of these things planned for the week, I will just sit on that couch and watch something stupid. If I don't plan these things out during the week, I'm not gonna do them. Because even deciding to do that thing, the decision itself can be exhausting. If you pre-plan all your hobbies, schedule them like appointments, like I said, it's much easier for you to do them. I'd love to hear what hobbies you'd like to start this year for 2026. I spoke to somebody the other day and they literally said lampshade making. There were like 12 cops in the parking lot.
Yeah, Trader Joe's has some good deals. Did you see any problems? Did you see any problems or reasons they do that?
No, I was gonna ask because I was like being like really friendly to the cashier, but she couldn't tell me anything. Spicy?
Wrong hole.
That's what she said. I almost didn't make it up here. The friction between point A and point A being coming home from work and then point B coming to this spot and committing to using my brain for something completely different, it's tough. My brain knows that I can get that instant gratification from watching a YouTube video or scrolling per se, rather than getting to a place where all my personal responsibilities are done, I've showered, and then now I have to work for my dopamine. It is tough. It's tough. But I'm here thanks to you. Honestly, I do go to Trader Joe's after work because we have to pick up a few things, and I picked up this body butter, and it has this vanilla orchard scent, and mixed with that Kiehl's musk, it put me in another dimension. I am a bit of a hypocrite here because I did talk about having a plan when you start doing your hobbies, but I don't have a plan. Right now I have no idea what I'm about to do. That's exciting, but also can be very dangerous for someone like me. My hair is bothering the hell out of me. I'm organizing all my stickers. I usually just keep it in this box, but it's not accessible. And my brain is like out of sight, out of mind. I don't use my stickers. And did you know stickers have an expiration date? So I've started putting it in this clear binder and it's become super accessible and I find myself using it way more. I have a stupid amount of dog stickers. I just love them so much. I know organizing stickers isn't exactly a hobby. It is part of my journaling extracurricular though, so I must do this because my brain wants to. Let your brain do what she wants. Sourdough is in the oven. I feel like I've been dilly-dallying a bit because in my mind, in my heart, I really want to watch Bridgerton. I can do that only if I write down the plan for this week. So when planning this out, I consider the 4 C's of hobbies. Create, consume, cavort, and commune. Create is obviously making things. Consume is media, reading, podcasts. Cavort is moving your body, and commune is something to do with the gathering of people. Of course, this isn't a concrete, rigid plan. The whole point is that you have some kind of structure to kind of guide you, but be open to spontaneity and listen to your body and your intuition as to what works out. And I kind of wrote it down lazily, to be honest, because I'm like, I don't really feel like doing the things that I'm doing. I mean, I say that now, but I'm sure I'll be very grateful to past Casey for writing this out. Monday is primarily going to be writing. I know I've been journaling and playing with stickers and whatnot and making my sourdough bread, but I have to finish my Substack article and I need to write content for the week. And not only that, I have to design my landing page. And when I say have to, of course it's get to. I just need to create a little sense of urgency in my head. But I spent all of Sunday designing this new landing page and it really filled my cup up. I felt like I was in my Tumblr era again, where I was designing things and coding things for my page, and it was very fulfilling. I usually work out on Tuesdays, but they moved my favorite class to 4:30, but I need to look forward to working out on Tuesday. So that's gonna be my cavort part. Film, I get a bit anxious if I don't film anything or make any videos, just because it's so ingrained in my routine. And of course I have so many videos written out that I just need to execute. They kind of just die in the graveyard. This is where all my ideas go to die, basically. Read. I've just been so engrossed in this book. Small is Beautiful, Economics of People Mattered. I just bought the book actually. Because I borrowed it from my library. Right away, I just need to annotate the book, so I must own it, and that's coming on Tuesday. Wednesday, I do hot yoga with my girlfriend from work, and that's a lot of fun. And usually after a hot yoga, I'm kind of really exhausted because my body and my mind is still getting used to it. And then I want to knit and watch Bridgerton. Thursday, I want to write again. I've been trying to write more. Writing is a huge part of my content. I don't use my Substack as a space for me to express that. I express that in my videos instead. I just want to retrain my brain to continue to write. And the only way to do that is obviously to keep practicing. And then I keep that Thursday open-ended. I don't know where that'll go. Friday, I put freestyle because I like to hang out with Michael then and see where the week takes us. We thought at first that it would be productive to book out a dinner reservation the week before so we get excited, but then we get really tired and then we look at each other and go, do you want to go to the reservation? I don't really feel like going to the reservation. And we just eat somewhere really close by where I don't have to worry about dressing up or putting on makeup, and then we go to bed early, and that's always been great. Ugh. Look at that. I'm so happy. The worst part is that you can't tell what the actual results are till you cut into it. And I wait till the next morning to actually cut into it. This is my third loaf, so I'm not quite sure if the notes I've taken in the past 2 loaves are shown in this loaf of bread. I will say though that I'm not happy with how low this is. There's not that great spring, and I kind of already had a sense because I don't understand the bulk fermentation process yet. I just can't tell. And I think sourdough bread is best made in the warmer months. I don't know. The longer I've been making this bread, the more I am of the opinion that it's feeling and just intuition. I don't want to look at this anymore. I think I may have been a bit too ambitious about this week. Good morning. I'm about to leave for work and I feel so bad because Michael didn't get to try the sourdough bread. I'm about to cut into it. Before I go downstairs, I was too lazy to wash my hair last night. This sweater is actually like commonly asked for. It's Banana Republic, but I inherited it from my mom or something. I've just had it for years and it's 100% wool. I think you can even find this online. This drop shoulder jacket is absolutely divine and it's cropped. Great tailoring and cut and material. This is by Alice Ayus, my very good friends. They are just so good at making things. Ashley, she runs and owns the brand. She and I have yet to have an interview together because I just want to hear her thoughts about the manufacturing process in a seemingly oversaturated market and how she stands out against that while also making sure that the materials are right, tailoring is right, manufacturing is right, all that jazz. But that's for another time. And then I'm just wearing a pair of black tailored trousers, and I also will wear my black tabbies. Today I'm going to be wearing Sesame Shower. I'm feeling a bit androgynous, so an androgynous smell will do. I'm so nervous. You guys get to see this before Michael does. Technically, Michael does see this first because I have to edit this video. I forget that I'm not live streaming or something. Dense as I mean, it still has the spring. So we need to put our thinking caps on, okay? Look at this. One side is like completely gorgeous crumb. Okay, this is one side I cut. But then on the other side, I have this completely dense, you can see in the light. The difference between what I had done before is that I left it on the counter overnight and I left it down here, which was about 62 degrees ago. And then in the morning, just because I was scared of over fermenting, I put it in the fridge. Even when I put it in the fridge, it was not as risen as I'd like for it to be. I just wanted to be sure, especially since I was the way it worked. Next time what I will do is that I'll keep it down here because it's better for it to be too cold rather than for it to be too hot, but then just over ferment. But I suppose the next time what I will do, I will leave it, okay. Regardless, it's delicious. Let's try it out. Boiled egg, sourdough. Ooh! Your posture, Bella, because look at your belly.
I'm built like Sunny Angel. Of course, your range is here on the camera lends itself, and the focus is this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it's really bright, it's gonna burn really quick, right?
Yeah.
So you need your shutter speed to be really quick. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Right? If it's really dark, oh, it's not hot enough. Let me let it open and then close,
okay.
so it burns.
So,
You're okay.
hello. It's been a bit since I picked up the camera. It's interesting coming into this vlog, I was like, it's going to be extremely structured. I know exactly what to film. I'm so looking forward to the extracurricular activities. And then after work, I'm confused. I don't usually visit my parents in the middle of the week, but I just kind of had this like compelling notion to go see them. That alone threw my schedule off completely. I haven't been able to do anything that I actually like listed here. But I mean, what's today? I don't even know what today is. Thursday. Jesus, it's Thursday already. I didn't even know yesterday was Wednesday. But yesterday I ended up going to the library and I became enthralled with this book. I read it in 2 hours. Last night, I didn't get to do hot yoga, knit, or watch Bridgerton. I literally just threw that out the window and just read that book instead. Today, Thursday, I mean, I put writing. I'm not gonna write tonight. I have to work out. I haven't worked out in 3 days. All of this, out the window. What's going on? But we open ourselves up to spontaneity and we have free will. I even made a February reads list. Only 3 books because I want to be practical with myself because I'm already doing a million things, and if I add 6 books to this list, it's just not gonna happen. The first book is A Parisian Affair and Other Short Stories. I thought that would be interesting for February. It's the month of love, but it's not a conventional romance story. Why did I say romance that way? The author specifically, Guy de Maupassant, I believe, he has this talent for natural realism, and there is a lack of embellishment that comes with his writing. I love people, all kinds of people from different backgrounds, different stories. I'm kind of torn between borrowing it from the library and buying it. I love commenting on human dynamics, not to judge, but just to observe. So we'll see about that. The second book is The Vegetarian. Like I said, absolutely crushed, like I tore through this book. This does exist on the other side of the spectrum where it is a bit, I don't want to use the word, I don't want to say it's hyperbolized because that might discredit the protagonist and may discredit people's stories of abuse and mental suffering. The term is artistic. Let's use the word artistic for lack of a better term. It's quite artistic in its storytelling. I would prefer for you to go in cold. It is so perverse and uncomfortable. It's so hard watching someone be misunderstood so deeply. And what's really horrible actually are the mixed reviews of this book. The mixed reviews is because of the narration. The narration is what disallows you to connect to the main character, which also allows one to lack empathy for the character. It's a choice. The translator, by the way, she ate this up, because I've read books that were translated and sometimes the translation just goes so poorly, whereas like people who are the native speakers of that language just adore the book, but then when I read it in English, I'm like, what's going on? Beautiful and heartbreaking. The next book is Small is Beautiful. That's the book I was annotating in the library. What's so amazing was that this was published in the 70s, but it has withstood the test of time. There are so many comparisons that I can draw from this book to what is occurring today. It's hilarious, not like haha lol funny, but more of like, wow, I just can't believe this. That there are so many different concerns that Schumacher was having back then, and I'm so curious if he was living today, if he would have the same concerns, because I do. This, I'm tabbing it, I'm underlining it. I will go back and annotate it. What I'd like to do with this book though is that I'm not planning to crush it the same way I crush all these fictional books. I really want to be able to kind of treat it as if it's part of my curriculum as a person, where I read 1 to 2 chapters depending on how heavy the material is, and I go back and study it. There are some points where he actually makes some predictions about what would the world fuel requirements in the year 2000 look like. I'd like to see if he had calculated it correctly. I'd also like to see what that would look like from the year 2000 to 2026 using his same calculations. I just really want to go back and really enjoy this book and sink my teeth into it a little bit more. I've completed the first 3 chapters alone, and I love how human-centric it is while also remaining practical, but I was waiting to actually contest some of his ideas because I was of course wary of the fact that it was published in the 70s. But no, so far it's pretty good. Something to enjoy, rather something to finish. And I think that's really important when you go into reading books or setting out activities or hobbies for yourself. It's not with the intention to finish these things quickly, more with the intention of actually learning something and having a takeaway. It's more of like, how can you actually display what you've learned? Can you exercise it in your day-to-day? Can you actually discuss the book and talk about the book? So those are 3 books. I'd love to hear what you're reading for February or just for the next few weeks till spring. The rice is really sweet. I just came home to this absolutely gorgeous blush. Interesting, it's like so toasty on the palette, but on my cheeks it's like this very cute peach. And this plumping lip gloss. I don't like plumping lip gloss because it hurts. It actually feels like the first time I ate bean sprouts as a child and realized that I was allergic to it. It's very pretty. I just wasn't expecting it to be so pretty because look at it in the bottle. Like, I wouldn't pick this up. I love putting on makeup before I shower. Let's start getting ready for bed though. To be candid, I started making this vlog because I had become completely self-aware of the fact that I was scrolling too much. And I would continue to scroll by searching videos about how to scroll less. And the one that especially caught me was, once you stop scrolling, your life will change. And the way that you're supposed to do this is to follow the advice of, put your phone in another room, use a brick, delete the apps. For me, that felt like treating the symptom rather than treating the issue itself. I had to take a look and think to myself, okay, why have I been scrolling so much? And I answered my own question in the beginning of the video. I'm scrolling because I'm exhausted at the end of the day. And I continue to stay exhausted by the way I keep scrolling. And it really made me think, if one's life is not fulfilling outside of the phone, the most interesting thing you have is your phone. I refuse to believe that. We are starving for information and for novelty. And to us, it seems like the most easiest way to use it. It's so convenient. You can just pick your phone up in 10 seconds and have this illusion that you've accomplished something. And this vlog really is to show that it doesn't have to be dramatic. I know not everyone has this unicorn job, the means to travel, or endless time to craft, but sometimes it's just calling someone, your best friend who lives across the country, visiting your family that's only a half-hour drive away, reading 10 pages. You don't even have to finish the book. Rearranging a corner of your room, trying a recipe, learn something small. If this resonates with you, try it. I'm not perfect either though. This video isn't displaying about how I do not scroll. Believe me, I can scroll. This video really is to show how logging off can feel natural instead of forced. Give yourself some grace, stay warm this winter, and I'll see you in the next video.